Anglo-US relations have suffered recently, what with oil all over their coast and, even worse, Piers Morgan all over their telly. So to do our bit for international harmony, please welcome a guest who's appeared on Letterman, Conan O'Brien and his own podcast and is now in London for the very first time. Mr. Marc Maron.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to be here. I have been in the UK. I was in Scotland in 2007, and George Bush was still president, so I was just an ambassador from the problem. I like it here. I like the idea of the English breakfast. I like eating it for breakfast and lunch, because in America, a full English breakfast in some circles is an attempted suicide. And I'm amazed, given the diet here, with the pies and the sausage and the bacon, that there's not more obesity. I've been here for 2 weeks, and I haven't seen a lot of obesity. In my country, every other person is the size of a truck. And I don't understand what the difference is. And I thought about it, and I finally realized, but apparently here and in other countries, in between meals, you stop eating. In America, that is unheard of. If you've got a spare second, shove something into your mouth. We got to keep our economy going. We don't manufacture anything but need and appetite in America. Do your part. They're actually thinking about changing the slogan of America from America, land of the free, home of the brave, to America, all you can eat. Step up to the buffet, get some food between you and your feelings before they lead to questions. Why do we have troops in Afghanistan? Donuts? When do you see donuts at a buffet? I love donuts. Hot donuts. What was I saying? Who cares? Donuts. Was I the only one that was a little upset that they capped the well? I really thought this was it. Finally, we did it. We ended the world. I thought this would wake people up. I mean, BP did everything short of blaming the ocean. But I was really sort of hoping it would go on, because there is no way to make people think differently about energy policy. I really think that we should come into an age where we can just run on, our cars on garbage or, anger. That'd be a great car. Or road rage would be encouraged. But I just really thought it would go on for a while, because I know in my country there's a lot of ignorant, stupid people. And I knew that the bees weren't enough. Bees disappearing is not enough to get anyone to change. Because a lot of people thought, like, the bees are going good. They sting people. Who cares? But no, they're part of the ecosystem. That, shut up, Mr. Science. But I really thought that the well would change some minds. The way I pictured it was a big, fat, dumb American couple goes to the Red Lobster, which is a chain steak restaurant that they go to every week, and they sit down, and the man says, "Could I get my regular shrimp and steak, please?" And then the waiter just says, there are no more shrimp. Well, what do you mean? You're out of shrimp? No, there's no more shrimp for anyone. There's no more shrimp because of the thing in the Gulf. Oh, I don't understand. Can I just get some shrimp? Sir, the shrimp are no longer. Well, can I see the manager, please? Of the planet? I miss America a little bit, because I don't have a phone that works here. And it's very difficult to be without your cell phone, especially if you're addicted to texting while driving, as I am. I can't stop it. I know it's not right. I know texting and driving is dangerous. I don't do much dangerous stuff anymore. That's about all I have. I don't drink anymore. And I think texting and driving is actually more dangerous than drinking and driving. Because at least when you're drinking and driving, someone is driving the car. When you're texting and driving, no one is driving the car. And you have that moment. If you're texting and you look up and you're like, oh my God, no one was driving for like 5 minutes. And I really don't know why I can't stop. Because it's not important. I mean, what are you texting? I'll be there in a few. I mean, what are you really texting? But honestly, though, if you're hung up on last words, if you get into an accident and die texting and driving, you will have last words. They will be fragmented and stupid. Like, I picture I died in an accident texting and driving, and someone goes, "Did Mark have last words?" You know what he did? He was texting when he got killed. I believe his last words were, "Screw that, L.O." And I wouldn't be ashamed to have that on my tombstone. I think it sums up my life pretty well. R.I.P. Marc Maron, quote, "Screw that, L.O., ... And in parentheses, sometimes the laughter wasn't out loud. The other reason I'm looking forward to going home, and I don't like to admit this, but I miss my cats. And that's more embarrassing than having cats. As a man, it's not something you're necessarily proud of. But I'm not a cat guy. I'm a my cat guy. I don't care about your cats. I'll pretend to if I go to your house, but secretly I'll be thinking, what a sad, fat, ugly, dumb cat you have. My cats are indoor-outdoor cats. They're vital animals. Yours is a hostage to your pathetic needs. Look at it. Looks like it's days away from hanging itself from its scratching post. Can't even muster up the gumption to play with that fake mouse you bought it. You should kill your cat before it dies of ennui, that pathetic animal. But I do worry about my cats. Like right now, if I think about Monkey, my cat, I'm a little nervous because, I do have coyotes in our neighborhood, and I always, I worry that he's going to get eaten by a coyote. And then I rationalize it, and I try to think, well, that's a pretty noble way to go out as a cat, in a loud, primal struggle for life, a bloody battle. But that doesn't work because I love my cat. And I'm going to be honest with you. A few weeks ago, I was worrying about my cats, and I actually thought to myself, Mark, there are parents that have children fighting in Iraq. I thought that would be horrible to have a cat in Iraq. Poorly armored carrying case, no kitty flak jacket, in an unending war with an unclear agenda. I'd much rather be eaten by coyotes like God intended. Thanks a lot. You've been great.
Ladies and gentlemen,